Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Mike, your physical therapist. Hey, we are here at the Neu.Fit booth. We are here at the PESI conference. I'm with Ramona. Ramona, could you please tell us again who you are, what do you do, and what is newbie Neu.Fit?
Absolutely. I'm
Mhm.
Ramona von Leyden. I am the Vice President of Research and Clinical Affairs at Neu.Fit. So that means I run our research program and our research studies, as well as handle all of our clinical education
Mhm.
and work with awesome clinicians like yourself.
Mhm. Gosh.
So Neu.Fit which stands for Neurological Fitness, is the
Mhm.
company, and we make this device called the Newbie, which stands for Neurobioelectric. The Newbie is a pulsed direct current electrical stimulation device, which is pretty different from your traditional electrical stimulation. Most stimulation devices out there are alternating current, but our body actually responds to and runs on direct current.
Mhm.
So we want to work with the body rather than sort of masking pain. With this, we're sending inputs and signals into the body, which the body creates responses to and makes outputs so that you can see lasting and long term functional change.
Amazing. Let's go back to you, Ramona. Enough of the newbie. So, where are you from? Where do you live? And how did you get into newbie Neu.Fit?
Yeah, absolutely. I was born out just outside of Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
I now live in Austin, Texas, which is
Ooh.
where our headquarters
Yeah, that's
is.
where newbie Neu.Fit
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
but I've made my way all around the country. So
Mm-hmm.
I went to college in New England at Brown University,
Mm-hmm.
and then made my way down to DC, and I worked with the Army and Navy for grad school,
Mm-hmm.
and I did my PhD in neuroscience,
Wow.
working on
Smart lady.
traumatic brain injury and spinal cord injury.
Mm-hmm.
So what brought me to Austin was actually not Neu.Fit.
Okay.
I did my postdoctoral fellowship at UT Austin,
Mm-hmm.
and while there, um, became aware of
Mm-hmm.
Neu.Fit,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of my side hustle has always been in the fitness world. So I
Mm-hmm.
teach yoga and kickboxing.
What are you looking at me when you say yoga and kickboxing?
Because
Just kidding.
we're just gonna do some yoga later. And so a friend of mine, actually, the way I found out about Neu.Fit was another fitness person, was like, "Wait a minute, have you ever heard of this company Neu.Fit?
Uh-huh.
Like, it's you, like neuroscience and fitness."
Yeah, there you
And I was
go.
like, "That's a good point."
Uh-huh.
So I looked up the company, met with Garrett, who's
Mm-hmm.
the founder and
Yeah, shout
CEO.
out Garrett.
And
Mm-hmm.
at the time, Neu.Fit was a really young company. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was saying, "Hey, like, this is a pretty cool product you got." And he has all these anecdotes and case studies
Mm-hmm.
about, especially in neuro patients. And
Mm-hmm.
so, of course, that was interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Do you guys do research?" And at the time, he was like, "Man, I want to, but I don't have the bandwidth." And I said, "I'll start a research program for
There you
you."
go.
So 3.5 years ago, I joined the team, and here we are. We've got 5 published research studies,
Amazing.
and have built out our education platform as well.
There you go. Well, I love what she said earlier about the difference between DC and AC. So DC obviously is what Neu.Fit newbie is, the direct current. Out, the other one is AC, alternating current. Most of the TENS unit out there or the E-stim out there are alternating current, and the alternating current works on your sympathetic nervous system, which actually contracts. In essence, sympathetically upregulate your body, and when your body is upregulated, it contracts, and when you turn it off on that tense unit or that AC current, it relaxes. So it kind of works on the gate control theory in essence. With DC direct current, not work. It doesn't work on the sympathetic. It works on your parasympathetic nervous system. What is your parasympathetic? Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, this is not. This is unscripted.
No, go
Your
for it.
parasympathetic is basically your rest and digest. It relaxes. So if your muscle is tight, and then you put in the AC current, it's going to be tighter. And with the DC, instead of making that muscle tight, it kind of relaxes that muscle. So that's what I'm having right now. I have the
Yeah.
DC current here. I got some
And
back
I will add
issues.
one thing to this.
You
So,
know.
Michael, what we're doing that allows us to relax the muscles,
Mm-hmm.
is actually has to do with the frequency range.
Mm.
So we have you set at 500 pulses per second. So
Mm-hmm.
what happens at 500 pulses per second is, if you have an area that's tight or contracted,
Mm-hmm.
we're sending signals into the motor units, and they're firing at such a high rate that the motor units, which are contracted, are forced to relax.
Mm.
Basically, we overwhelm those fibers and make them
Could
go.
you do that to my wife who's recording right now when she's trying to shop to relax her a little bit?
I mean, if I went shopping and I was relaxed, I would buy more things.
Oh, well, it's
Usually shopping stresses
that's
me
her
out,
use.
and so then
Her
I'm like,
use.
I gotta get stuff and get out of here.
Is there an AC current for this?
But on the
Mhm.
flip side, we can contract muscles
Mhm.
with this machine as
Yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm.
That would use lower frequencies. So
Mm.
something like 55 pulses per second is going to create contractions. And where
Mm.
that's useful is if you have
It's still
someone.
DC.
Still DC.
Wow.
But what that is useful for is, so if you have someone who's dealing with like weakness,
Mm-hmm.
atrophy, someone who has a neurological issue,
Mm.
we can create contractions on the muscles that, again, we're encouraging the body to create those contractions
Mm-hmm.
itself.
So
So
this
we
is
have capabilities both ways. We can contract and relax.
okay. So is this the only DC device in the market right now?
No, there's
Mhm.
quite a few DC devices on the market. However, the specific waveform of DC is different.
Different.
So
Okay.
most DC devices, because traditionally DC current was unsafe to get into the body. You have a unidirectional current, right? It's going in one direction, and what would happen over time is you would have charge buildup. And when that happens, you would end up with chemical burns on the skin. So like super far back in the day when electrical stimulation was first coming out as a modality, like Russian bodybuilders would use it, and they would go to the Olympics and they have like burns all over their bodies. So
is that the reason why
the
they call it
field,
Russian's theme?
right? Yeah. So the field kind of went the way of AC because it was safer. However, you couldn't do nearly as much with it. We've known for a long time that direct current works on the same current as the body. So what we've done, though, most DC devices, in order to be safe for the body, they use a really short pulse duration with a high voltage. So it's quite uncomfortable. It's very, very, very like bursts of energy, and you're not really getting a ton of power into the body. With our device, we have a carrier waveform that runs over top of our pulse direct current, which allows that charge buildup to dissipate. We're getting rid of it as we go. So we have a longer pulse duration and a much lower voltage, which means, as you're experiencing now, it's much more comfortable, right? You can move through it. It's not like a big uncomfortable stinging sensation. It's more of a buzz, right?
Cool.
So that's the
ahead.
difference. Yeah, that's the difference.
I know you're very busy. I know you're manning the booth here. Taking care of the booth. Where can they find you? You got a website, your email, your social security number, your bank account, and your mother's maiden name.
You can. Okay, so if you're interested in more information about Neu.Fit, our website is neu.fit. Neu.fit.
Okay.
If you're interested in me, I guess you could go to my Instagram account, which is a really fun Instagram handle, which is In the Zona with Ramona.
Oh, nice, man. In the Zona with Ramona. Again, thank you very much, Ramona. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for people who are watching. But always remember the word FAST, FAST. Letter F, 5 people that will bring out the best in you. So you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Today, I hang out with Neu.Fit with Ramona. In the Zona with Ramona. So 5 people that will bring out the best in you. Next letter is letter A. Take action. All the stuff that we're doing, it's not going to do me good. It's not even going to do her good. Her Neu.Fit good if you'll take action. Take action. Go to their website, Neu.Fit. No.com, right? Neu.Fit.
Neu.Fit.
So take action. Next letter is letter S. Share and subscribe. The more shares, the better for their website, for their social media. You got social media, her social media, Neu.Fit's social media. So share and subscribe.
The Neu.Fit Instagram handle is NEUFIT RFP. So Neu.Fit RFP.
What does the RFP means?
Rehab, fitness, and performance.
There you go. Rehab, fitness, and performance.
Yeah.
And last but not least is letter T is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, remember. But when you're actually teaching it, like what Ramon is doing, Garrett and his team's doing, you're actually understanding more. Again, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Be awesome, be great, be excellent. We'll see you in the next episode of our show.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is